surviving the weekends when dieting. Right, should we start again then?
Oh, is that not it? Yeah, okay.
Well, no, you interrupted me.
Yeah.
Rudely.
You going to talk?
How to survive the weekends.
What?
What? Who? How? What? When?
What's that film?
I was just waiting. He was just there. That.
So welcome back to the Slap and Wonk podcast. Today we're going to touch on how to survive the weekends when you are currently dieting. Seems to be a problem for 99% of the population.
Yeah, it does. And it's because obviously weekends tend to be the more social time, don't they, for most people, especially with working through the week and things like that. And then it's learning how to have that balance of when you're dieting to what you say yes to what you say no to, planning ahead with such things like looking at the menus and things beforehand, depending on what you're doing, and then having that fine balance of both. And sometimes you are going to have to say no to things, and sometimes people don't like that.
Yeah, it baffles me, like, when people are, like, dieting, especially for, like, shoots and stuff, and, like, even if they've got a really good kind of, like, goal as well, like, how the weekends just, like, it goes out the window, doesn't it?
Yeah, that implodes.
It's obviously routine as a big thing. It's really easy to stay on track, isn't it, when you're in routine? You know, the same shit every day. And next thing you know, on a Saturday, you find yourself out in, like, the fields with the kids and ice cream vans and all that kind of stuff. I think it just tests willpower and organisation, maybe.
Yeah, and especially like you say, if it's parents and that as well, if they're tired, if they've been busy all week and stuff, start thinking it's a lot easier then to just like, oh, I'll just have a little nibble of this, I'll just have a little bit of that, and before they know it, they've gone up a couple of kilos over the weekend. I've
got a client. I'm not going to say his name. He's going to know exactly who he is when he watches this back. Currently prepping for the shoot, and I said to him today, I was like, are you in the 79s yet? Because he was 80 kilos, 80.3 something last week of checking. He's like, no, I'm up to 83 again. I said, what happened? He said, well, and then it's the excuse of the missus. Oh, the missus was saying that I didn't have a drink and stuff last week, so I had to have a drink, and then she was baking, so I had to eat that. I was like, all right, all these family, like 3 kilos is a good effort, by the way. Like
that's not a small amount of weight to put on in a few days either.
Like a weekend.
Doing the vabs.
So yeah, it's I think obviously when you are out of your routine, it's going to be really key that you have some form of foresight of like where you're going at the weekend, as much as you possibly can. Food wise, maybe like restaurants, look at the menus, even things like calorie banking, where we pull some calories back from like Monday to Friday. Even 100 calories gives you an extra 600 calories today. That could be a nice little meal.
Yeah, because we're not saying just because you might be in a deficit, you can't never not do anything. That's not the point. But you can make plans to make it a lot easier for you to stay on track.
Yeah.
You don't need to go to these things and it just be a free-for-all. Like you have like 5-6 pints, a Chinese meal, and then like something else. Like you can bank some of these calories, plan ahead, and actually have a look at the stuff that's going to help keep you relatively on track, but mean that you're still being social with like your friends and family and stuff like that.
It is back to setting standards for yourself, but also having some ownership and being an adult with it. Like sometimes you've got to say no. And I know there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, it's too restrictive and it's not sustainable. But we go back to the fact that with our clients and how we get the results that we do is because when they're dieting, your motivation is high. You want to get it done so that you can have more freedom. The more times that you keep going into weekends and just blowing it to start back on Monday to lose the weight that you've just lost, you're just dragging shit out.
Yeah. And I think like coming back to the ownership bit as well, and it's like if you do go out and have one of these weekends where something like this happens, or you do for whatever reason don't stick to the plan, like don't cry about it on like the Monday and like own it and just get back onto it. Like the amount of people you see who will go nuts at the weekend and then on a Monday they're like crying about it, and you're like, yeah, but you did that.
Yeah, no one's put it in your mouth for you.
But you did that.
Yeah.
So stop moaning, or they'll be like, well, I had a shit weekend, so that means the rest of this week's going to be shit now. Why?
Yeah.
Just own it. Well, like, you've gone up by a kilo or two. You'll live. Like, just get back on it. You know,
exactly.
And come back down.
Getting straight back to it, you've got to be like, look, what happened for me to fuck it up? Like, how can I change that going forwards again? Instead of it just being, I'm pressing the implosion button because I want to. I think one of the one of the tactics I use with some of my clients is as well is like when they go out for drinks is we can either have a drinks limit. So it's like, and we decide this together. It's like, what do you want from the weekend? Like you're going out with the girls, going out with the boys. What do you want? Do you want to still have some drinks but not derail yourself? Okay, cool. So what do you normally drink? Do you think we could change from the pints, 200 to 300 calories per pint, to maybe like something like a vodka, Diet Coke or something? It's still going to get you pissed in a decent amount, but you're going to save a ridiculous amount of calories. So drinks limit is a really good one. The 2-to-1 drink ratio is a good one too. So start off the night with 2 non-alcoholic drinks, 1 alcoholic drink, 2 non-alcoholic, 1 alcoholic. It's a really great way to kind of like stay in control but look like you're participating as well. So they can just be really handy ones. And I think as well, having the next day planned out is key, because how often do you reach for absolute shit food when you're hanging?
Yeah, you need to have a plan for the next day, even if it's like making something the day before.
Yeah.
So then you're like, right, that's what I'm having for tea the next day.
Yeah.
Or whatever, because then you're like, I won't order something because I've got that.
Because you are so impulsive when you're hanging, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Like,
You just want anything.
the pizza's like,
Oh, anything. Cold pizza.
call me.
Call me. But even like a healthy fry up would be, do you know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
loads of alternatives of like what you can do, but it's just knowing, right, I'm going out tomorrow, first meal, I've got this, next meal, we've got this. So again, it's having that plan, not just going into the weekend and just winging it and then complaining every week that I don't see any results.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like drink related either, does it? Like people use the weekend as an excuse to just go all out on food as well, and they'll be like, I just caned it, and you're like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why? And then, like you say, they then moan about it the next day. So you've got to take some responsibility. And like we've spoke about in previous episodes now, like setting the standard for yourself. Like this is your standard, and hold that standard. If you have a takeaway, you have a takeaway, whatever. Like, but then get back on it. Don't have a takeaway on a Friday, and then that puts you in a bad mood. So you have on Saturday, and then you eat whatever the hell you want on a Sunday, and then be upset on Monday when you're 3 kilos up.
Yeah.
Just have some ownership and take responsibility for it.
Yeah, it's that routine and it's just getting back into it. So hopefully that was useful as well. If you've got any more questions, drop us a comment and also like and subscribe.
And hit the bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
You and that bell. Bloody love it.